What went wrong for Beam?
He didn't throw in the strike zone.
Why did y'all decide to keep him in there in the second inning and not go to somebody else?
I don't have many good answers for you. He's a pretty good pitcher, pretty good competitor too. And so when they score runs, you left him in too long, and I don't even know what the opposite of that is, to be honest with you.
That means that Chase came in and really pitched well for him.
Yeah, he did great, which is what you want out of a guy that, you know, it's been kind of awkward for him. Certainly the results don't speak to me how he's throwing the ball and the stuff he has. And, you know, I think today came in, you know, the whole weekend really more relaxed and just waiting for his chance to get the ball, and he went out there and did what we asked.
What did you like about what Tiers gave you the last 2 days?
You know, to me, you can see a difference in the at-bat when he has 2 strikes and when he doesn't. He's got a plan in there. And then, too, you just see his work paying off. I mean, I'm trying to think to make sure I'm factual on this. He probably swings more than anybody. And, you know, sometimes guys get in the cage and it's busy work, but when he swings, it's with a purpose. And he's constantly trying to improve. And there's been a vast amount of improvement over the course of this past, really 2-3 months. But ever since he got on campus, he's always had the ability to drive the ball. He's strong as all get out, but he's really matured as a hitter, you know, over the course of the spring.
Has it made it where it's going to be tough to keep him out of the lineup?
Say that again?
Has he made it where it's going to be tough to keep him out of the lineup going
forward? I think so for sure. You know, different times of the year he's been dealing with a little bit of ailment. He's never had one injury, but, you know, when he's healthy, we like the fact that, again, he's prepared from the work he puts in on top of what we do, and then he'll compete, and he's got some skill too. So as long as he's healthy, he's a guy that needs to be in the lineup.
All 3 of these games could have gone either way today. It was kind of Slavin's triple that was the big difference.
Yeah, I mean, we had scored first the last couple days, and it's not you don't ever want to score first, but we didn't, you know, today. But them putting up as many runs as they did, you know, early, I didn't notice a huge difference, but it kind of deflates your guys a little bit when expectations are so high and then you don't meet them. So really it made it tough in general, the first inning. But yeah, Slavins is, you know, talk about leaving a guy in. I mean, that was the biggest at-bat of the game. And maybe if we got somebody different out there, he gets him out. But Slavins has done a lot of damage in his time at Arkansas.
And it looked like y'all were getting ready to really get on Bobby, and Carter came in and pitched well for him.
Yeah, I mean, close on all those guys. I mean, Carter did throw the ball well, but on all those guys, you know, we're close, but that doesn't do you any good except horseshoes and hand grenades. So need to find a way to put together a big inning. I think we went the whole weekend. Well, it's easy to say if you do the math. Went the whole weekend without having a big inning, and the way you do that is getting guys on base, which we did, but then you pile on and you're able to hit, you know, with runners in scoring position and all that good stuff.
5-10 start to SEC. Is that more about the competition or more about you guys?
Oh, to me, it's about us. I mean, the league, I don't know where everybody stands. We're worried about our dugout, but, you know, the league will dictate if you're 500, it was a phenomenal year. And even a game under 500 is something you can hang your hat on in this league. Anything above it is phenomenal. So we got work to do if we're going to get anywhere close to that mark, but I think it's more about us not playing as well as we can to be that far under 500, or however you want to describe it. But yeah, I mean, we've faced some really good teams.
You worry about this team being able to keep their confidence high?
I worry about this team playing tough enough that, you know, we all feel good about it when we get in the shower, you know, here, which that sounds like a goofy comment, but we get on the bus, you go home, lay your head on the pillow. That's what I want. And so that's been said indirectly, directly, all that good stuff. And this league will chew you up and spit you out if you're not tough, but also the game of baseball will do the same thing too. So, but at the end of the day, you know, you want to be able to hang your hat on something. There's only going to be one team that wins the last game of the year this year. So if it's hanging your hat on wins and losses only, you're chasing a ghost.
It feels like you've tried a bunch of different things. You've gone about it with a bunch of different approaches. Just as a coach, how frustrating is it that it doesn't seem like anything's working at this point? Yeah,
I mean, you don't want to make it to where it's a guessing game every day what's going on, but at the same time, you don't want to stand still in one place. You know, it's a group that likes to be active. I'd like to think our coaching staff is young, a lot of them by age, also by some of them at heart, and we're out here, you know, wanting to play a kids game, and we're trying to find, you know, get the Rubik's Cube, get all the color panels at least close on one side, but, you know, you're looking for guys, again, like KT, that undoubtedly have worked their way to be in a good position, and then when they're in the box, whether it goes well or it doesn't, you know, I think he struck out once today, you know he's in there competing with a plan.
Thanks, Tony.
Good to see you.
Yeah.